Verification of Ohm's law. A. Voltmeter-ammeter method. Verification of Ohm's law can be done using the voltmeter-ammeter method. In this method, a resistor with an unknown resistance is connected in series with a cell, a key, an ammeter, and a rheostat. Additionally, a voltmeter is connected in parallel to the resistor. When the circuit is closed using the key, the ammeter displays the current flowing in the circuit, while the voltmeter shows the potential difference across the resistor AB. These values are recorded. The current in the circuit is then adjusted by moving the slider of rheostat, and new readings of current and potential difference are recorded. This process is repeated to gather 6 sets of readings for the ammeter and voltmeter, as illustrated in the table below. Current in amperes: I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6. Potential difference in volts: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. VI graph: if a graph is plotted between potential difference and current, it is found to be a straight line, figure 7.11. Thus, Vi or V is equal to Ri or I is equal to V upon R. Hence, Ohm's law is verified. B. Potentiometer method. The potentiometer method involves using a device comprising a straight resistance wire stretched between 2 brass terminals, positioned 1 meter apart. Below the resistance wire, there is a meter scale to measure the length of the wire. Connect a potentiometer to a cell and key in series, following the arrangement shown in figure 7.12. Attach the zero end, A, of the potentiometer to the positive terminal of the voltmeter. Connect the negative terminal of the voltmeter to a pencil jockey using a long connecting wire. Close the key and, at 10 cm intervals along the length of the potentiometer wire, record the potential difference by pressing the jockey. Note down both the length of the potentiometer wire and the corresponding potential difference. Repeat this process for 6 different lengths of the potentiometer wire, recording the respective potential differences each time. Record the corresponding potential differences as under: potential difference in volts. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. Length in cm. L1, L2, L3, L4 liters 5, L6. Alternately, if a graph is plotted between potential difference and length, it is found to be a straight line as shown in figure 7.13. Thus, we can say, hence, Ohm's law is verified. Ohmic resistances. Ohmic resistances are resistors that follow Ohm's law. The graph between potential difference and the current flowing through it is a straight line as shown in figure 7.14. Example: metals and metallic alloys are examples of materials that obey Ohm's law and are considered to have ohmic resistances. Non-ohmic resistances, resistors that do not obey Ohm's law, are said to have non-ohmic resistances. The graph showing the relationship between potential difference and current for such resistors is not a straight line, as shown in figure 7.15a and fig. 7.15b. Examples: I. The armature coil of an electric motor. 2. Ionic conductors like electrolytes. 3. Electronic valves. 4. Arc lights.